everyone. In this video, let's learn about ethical theories. So, first of all, we should know what is ethics. In simple words, ethics means character or manners. Ethics means it is a person's ability to see what is right and what is wrong and his willingness to do the right action. That is called ethics, and if a person is following this ethics, then you can call that person as an ethical person. So now we can learn about ethical theories. There are two broad categories of ethical theories. They are teleological theories and deontological theories. Under teleological theories, we have egoism, utilitarianism, and situational ethics. On the other hand, under deontological theories, we have Kant's categorical imperative, golden rules, Rawls's prima facie duties, and Rawls' principle of maximum justice. These are the theories which comes under teleology and deontological theories. Now let's learn about teleological theories. Here these theories, they are not simply applicable to an individual, they are also applicable to the organization, and using these theories an individual can solve ethical issues either in his personal life or in the organization. The first thing is teleological theories. The word teleology is derived from the Greek word telos, which means end, goal, or purpose. There is an ethical school of thought that argues that the moral rightness of an action can be determined by looking at its consequences. If the consequences are good, the action is good. If the consequences are bad, the action is wrong. Here, if you see, teleology means end or goal or purpose. If the end of any action is good, if the result of any action is good, then that is ethical. If the result is bad, then the action is not ethical. That is what teleological theory says. For example, while traveling somewhere, you met with an accident. You saw an accident. You wanted to save the person. That is why you took the person to the hospital. While taking the person to the hospital, you met with a signal, but you didn't wait till the signal get over. Instead, you broke the signal in order to save the person's life. You have admitted the person to the hospital, and now the person is saved. If we see this example, here you are an ethical person according to teleological principle because you have saved the person. Ultimately, the result is good. Therefore, we can say your action is good. Even though you have broke the traffic rules, you won't become an unethical person according to teleology. That is because your result is good. What you intended, you have achieved. Therefore, you are an ethical person according to teleology. So, the ultimate result, that is more important, not the action. How you are going to do an action, that is not important as per teleology. Therefore, teleology, it is all about goal, end or purpose, not the action. Now, there are three things which comes under teleology. First thing is egoism, second one utilitarianism, third one situational ethics. Now let's learn about egoism. Egoism suggests that an act is ethical when it promotes the individual's best long-term interest. In other words, if an action produces or is intended to produce the greatest ratio of good to bad for that individual, then the individual must choose that course of action. Egoists will make sacrifices in the short run for the purpose of long-term gain. It is all about individual here. Egoism. Here egoism is the action of an individual which is going to benefit him in the long run. If a person is concerned all about his own interest, then we can call that person as an egoist. Whatever he is doing only for his own benefit. If he is taking a decision in an organization, he is taking it for his own benefit for the long run, and he is ready to sacrifice today mainly to get benefit in the long run. Such person is considered as an egoist person. And here also the result is important, not the action. If and the advantages of egoism here is this person this person, if he is in the marketing field, whatever decision he is going to take will benefit the organization in the long run. That is because he is taking the decision for his own benefit, so he will not do anything which is going to affect the organization in a wrong run, in a wrong way. Ultimately the result will be beneficial for him. If it is beneficial for him, it means it may benefit the organization too. That is the advantage of egoism. On the other hand, disadvantage here is egoism completely ignores the blatant wrong. Here we say to get the benefit in the long run, he is ready to sacrifice today. He may do some action which may be good or right or wrong just to get the benefit in the long run. As if we see the example, we said the traffic rule, he broke the traffic rule. It is not really an example for egoism, but still breaking the traffic rule is not wrong according to teleology. Same goes here. Whatever action he egoist is doing today to get the long term benefit may be completely a wrong action which is completely ignored under egoism. And moreover, here egoism completely ignores the basic nature of business. That is because business is related to society and it is not related to any individual. Here egoism completely ignores this fact. Egoism is all about an individual, therefore the basic nature of business itself is ignored under egoism. On the other hand, if there are two egoists in an organization, solving the conflict between these two egoists will be very difficult for the organization because they will think only from their beneficial perspective. Therefore, it is difficult for the organization. Therefore, egoism means any action that is going to bring the greatest ratio of good to bad for an individual, then it is egoism. Next one is utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is an ethical philosophy that emphasizes the best interest of all concerned. As a philosophy, utilitarianism recommends that an act that is undertaken produces the greatest ratio of good to bad for everyone. Here, it is exactly similar to egoism, but the only difference is here it is not only related to an individual, but it is related to everyone. Any action that brings the greatest ratio of good to bad for the people concerned, then it becomes utilitarianism. Here there are two things which are involved under utilitarianism: act utilitarianism and rule utilitarianism. Under act utilitarianism, any act which brings the greatest ratio of good to bad, then it is act utilitarianism. Rule utilitarianism, any rule which brings the greatest ratio of good to bad for everyone concerned, that is utilitarianism. Here the advantages are utilitarianism, it is more concerned about everyone in the organization, so we can say it considers the business as a whole. It means it considers everyone, maybe customers, society, owners, employee, everyone's happiness, everyone's benefit is considered under utilitarianism. Therefore, it is beneficial for everyone. On the other hand, disadvantage is here also it considers only the result, not the action. Here both under act and rule utilitarianism, it focuses only on the result, not the action. What the person is doing to get the long term benefit is not considered. What exactly happened at the end, what is the result, that is the only thing which is considered both under egoism and utilitarianism. That is because both are coming under both are coming under teleological theory. That is a disadvantage of utilitarianism. Next one is situational ethics. Because of the wrongness of other ethical theories, situational ethics arose. Here we can say situational ethics is more based on situation. Any act a person is doing, it should be based on the situation. Then we can say that action is ethical. That is what situational ethics says. Your action should be based on the situation. What kind of decision you are taking, that should be based on the situation. Here also the result is important. We can take our first example. The person decided to break the traffic rule mainly for the purpose of saving that person. Therefore we can say that person is ethical person, and moreover he took the decision based on the situation. Therefore we can consider it as an example for situational ethics. He took the decision based on the situation. That is what situational ethics says. Here the advantage is, here it considers the situation more than the legalism or law. Breaking the rule is not a problem. Here it is mainly humanizes the situation, humanizes the actions. Here the decisions are taken on the basis of the situation, so human importance is very high under this situational ethics. Here it is not the rules or regulations that is important, here only the situation is important, and human behavior according to the situation, that is important under situational ethics. On the other hand, disadvantage of situational ethics is it completely ignores the general rules. As we can say, as per the situational ethics, uh, telling lie is also not a wrong thing if the situation needs this. It means based on the situation an individual can lie. So telling the truth always is not necessary under situational ethics, just because they are acting according to the situation. Therefore, situational ethics is more focused on the situation, and moreover the result is important even for situational ethics. These are the three things which comes under teleological theory, that is egoism, utilitarianism and situational ethics. All the three things considers the result, not the action. Teleological theory, a theory which focuses more on the results than the action. So egoism, any action which gives the maximum benefit to an individual in the long run, that is an ethical action. Utilitarianism, any action that is going to bring the maximum benefit to a group of people who are concerned, is called utilitarianism. Situational ethics, the decisions are taken on the basis of situation. That is all about teleological theories. Thank you.